In the playground or the classroom, I'm not alone. His voice echoes clear like a lighthouse in the zone. I hear you, Dad, in every word.
My name is Joseph Emmanuel, and I am 10 years old. I know that sounds impossible, maybe even ridiculous to some, but I am not just a child, I am a father. Yes, you heard that right. At the age of 10, I became the father of a beautiful baby boy named Elijah Gabriel. He is 2 months old now, and as I hold him close to my chest, I can feel the rhythm of his breath syncing with the beating of my heart. Sometimes I still wonder how this happened, how life turned so fast, how the songs I used to hum under my breath while sweeping the church floors became lullabies for my own son. People stare at me like I'm a curse, a scandal, a tragedy. But no one ever asks me how I feel. No one ever asks me what it's like to be me. They just see the surface, a boy with a baby, and they draw their conclusions, point their fingers, whisper behind closed doors. My story is not easy, not clean, and not something people like to talk about. But I'm going to talk about it. I need to, because if I don't, the silence will suffocate me, and the truth deserves to be heard, even if it comes from the mouth of a child forced to grow up too fast. I was born in a narrow street of a small town where dreams were as tiny as the broken windows we lived behind. My mother was kind but always tired, and my father, I never knew him. Some said he died in an accident. Others whispered darker things. But all I know is that he wasn't there. My mother did what she could, working as a maid in houses that sparkled with chandeliers while ours stayed dim. I was a quiet boy, shy, always holding my notebook close, always humming. Singing became my escape. I didn't have toys, but I had melodies. I didn't have friends, but I had harmony. The church choir became my sanctuary. I would stay behind after Sunday service just to hear the echo of hymns bouncing off the walls. People noticed my voice, said it was special, but then they went back to their lives, and I went back to ours. Then came a time when everything changed. A girl came into my life. She was 12, scared, hurt, and lost. I won't say her name, because she, too, is a child in her own story. What happened between us was not love. It was pain meeting pain, confusion colliding with loneliness. No one was there to guide us, to talk to us, to hold our hands when our bodies felt things we didn't understand. And then one day, she disappeared. Weeks later, someone knocked on our door with news that shattered whatever innocence I had left. She had given birth, and the baby was mine. Elijah. I didn't believe it at first. I was a kid. How could I be a father? But when they placed that tiny body in my arms, something inside me shifted. I didn't know what to do, how to feel, or even how to hold him properly. But I knew one thing. He was mine, and I wouldn't abandon him. My mother cried. Neighbors talked. Some suggested giving him away. Others said I should be taken away. I couldn't go to school anymore. Children laughed. Adults pitied or hated me. The church that once echoed my voice now shut its doors. I wanted to scream, to vanish, to undo it all. But then I looked at Elijah, his fingers curled around mine, his eyes closed like he trusted the world, like he trusted me. And in that moment, I made a promise. I would raise him. I would not run. I would not let his life be a shadow like mine. I found a small job polishing shoes near the train station. I sang under my breath while I worked, and some people gave me extra coins just for the sound. At night, I would cradle Elijah in my arms and sing to him, "Amazing grace, you raised me up," lullabies from a soul older than its age. I watched YouTube videos on how to sing better, how to breathe right, how to control my pitch. My phone was cracked, slow, and barely held a charge, but it was my classroom. I practiced daily not just to be good, but to be great, because I wanted to show Elijah that no matter how broken your start, your ending can still shine. One day, I saw a poster on a street lamp. The Nation's Voice Junior Edition. Auditions open now. My heart raced. Could I? Should I? I didn't have fancy clothes. I didn't have a guardian. I only had Elijah and a voice full of prayers. I walked into that audition room with him in my arms, wrapped in a second-hand blanket. The judges looked confused. One of them asked, "Where is your guardian?" I looked at Elijah and said, "He's right here. He is my guardian. He saved me." Silence followed. I stood there, trembling, and when the music started, I sang like my life depended on it, because it did. My voice cracked at first, but then it soared. I sang not just from my throat, but from my gut, my pain, my love, my story. I saw one judge wipe a tear. When the song ended, the room was still. Then applause erupted. They didn't just see a kid with a voice. They saw a father with a will. That day, I got the golden ticket. That night, Elijah and I sat under stars, sharing a bun we bought with leftover coins. I kissed his forehead and whispered, "We did it." And from that day on, everything changed. Interviews came. Stories went viral. People who once mocked me now wanted to hug me. But I didn't sing for fame. I sang to heal, to teach Elijah that life is messy, but music can mend. Today, I'm preparing for finals. The biggest stage yet. Elijah will be with me, as always. I still polish shoes, sometimes to remind myself where I started. I still sing to him every night. And every time he smiles, I remember that even in the darkest of places, light can be born. My name is Joseph Emmanuel. I am a child, a father, and a singer, and this is only the beginning of our song.
Every morning when I wake up, Dad's advice I take. Teach me how to walk, how to stand tall and brave. He's my first teacher, my guide through life's big race. With every step I learn to face. In the playground or the classroom, I'm not alone. His voice echoes clear like a lighthouse in the zone. I hear you, Dad, in every word, in every deal. Your love and wisdom, they're what I need through the highs and lows. You've been my rock, I'll always carry you wherever I go. When I stumble and fall, you're right there to lift. Show me how to rise, to keep climbing, to fit. Life's a journey and you've taught me so much. How to be strong and to never give up. In the dark, in the light, your voice is my guide, leading me forward, making everything okay. I hear you, Dad, in every day, in every night. Your love and wisdom, they're what I fight through the storms. You've shown me how to weather. I'll always be here for you forever.